let's talk some weather, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Because we got lots of storms to talk about, so I'm going to jump right into it, and that's the picture outside right now. We talked earlier about how Saturday's snowfall into Sunday morning has already left a little blanket of snow out there. It looks like there could be a little bit more to come. Currently, your temperatures are coming in 35 in the city. You are freezing or below as you go to the north. Now you go down the Jersey Shore. It's about 36 right now. All of these temperatures are going to be dropping at the exact time that the snow is making its way into the area. So it's going to be a receptive atmosphere. But 36 degrees right now in Toms River. And yet, when you look at the radar picture down around Toms River, a couple of flurries flying around at 36 degrees. How does that compute? It's all about the temperature in that column of air right above the surface. So let's say it's 32 degrees at I don't know 250 feet up. It's holding on to snowflakes there, and yeah, it's a wet snowflake on the ground, but they're making their way down. Maybe not sticking yet, but I believe it eventually will, because look what's out there. Some of these readings that we've had in Virginia, step on this one right here, we picked up over 5 inches in Golansville, Virginia, and Caroline County. I'm not familiar with it, but they do have 5.5 inches on the ground right now. All part of that system that's feeding the moisture into our area. And like I said, with those temperatures being receptive, we pick up snowfall. In and around New York City, the chance for an inch or more, maybe an inch, possibly the high end would be 3 inches. Okay, then you go north, I just don't see too much there. A trace to an inch. You go south, here's where you see that possibly for 3 inches or more, maybe a 3 to 6 inch reading. The farther south you go, the bigger the number could be. And I am including the possibility for 3 inches or more along the south shore of Long Island. Now, let me justify that to you. When I look at what some of the models are projecting, remember, the models are not a forecast. The models are tools for me to put together a forecast. So the European is suggesting 1.7 in the city. They've got 3.2 in Toms River. They got, 0.2 of an inch up around Monticello and Poughkeepsie. So smaller numbers north, bigger numbers south out on Long Island. Okay, 1.8 Brentwood, 1.3 in Montauk. Now, that same scenario is kind of supported here by the Global Forecasting Solution, and they're saying 2.1 in the city, similar, right? 3.2 Belmar, 3.7 Toms River, getting bigger as we go south. Nothing to the north. They got a 2.6 Brentwood, a 2-inch reading in Riverhead, maybe 1.4 in Montauk. But we live here, so we know when we watch a storm approaching us from the south and west, moving just like this, well, if the temperatures are cold enough, which I've showed you, I believe they will be, it's going to grab some added moisture right about here, and I think the South Shore picks up some bigger numbers than what I see on the North Shore, and that is also how National Weather Service is seeing it. They've now extended that winter weather advisory out to Long Island. The winter storm warning is south. We're going to flip-flop it for the next storm that comes in tomorrow night, maybe 1 to 2 inches north of the area, but I think that's going to end up turning to all rain for everybody. So I'll wrap this up for you here. We have a first alert situation early in the morning, especially south, for some slippery driving with snow on the ground. Thursday morning, another first alert weather day. You've got a morning mix turning to rain as you push through that day. And then Saturday, another one. That really looks to be on Saturday, quite a bit of rain as you push into Sunday. But honestly, we still have a drought situation out there. You could use some rain.
Good timing, though. Valentine's Day squeezed right in there.
Right there in the middle with sunshine overhead.
Thank you, Lonnie.